Mark earns his crust making game pies and event catering through his company Game for Everything. He also sells rabbits to London restaurants. The great demand means he's developed a style and technique of shooting rabbits which works from a sporting and a catering point of view.
Okay, I'm going to show you how I set up a quad for shooting rabbits at night. First thing I've got is a box. It's got some holes in it to let the blood drain out. And I wedge the box between the frame and the manifold here. So as I go along I can put 10-15 rabbits in here. Then when they're I've got that full, I'll gut them and then hang them on strings off the back of the quad. The next thing you need is one of these, which is a sandbag, but don't fill it up with sand because you'll never be able to lift it. This is linseed, and I'll just put a couple of loops in there to stop it bouncing off. The farmer very kindly gave me some of his linseed, and I've got a lamp, a basic red lamp. I've taken the cigarette lighter thing off it, which normally goes in there. Almost all quads have got a screw fitting on to take electrical takeoff to run things like a sprayer or a slug pelleter, and it's much better if you can hard screw these into something like that because they very rarely come out and you always get a better connection. The last thing you want to be doing in the middle of the night is fiddling with the cigarette lighter connection. I just got a Cyclops lamp here. It's very basic, it cost me 40 quid. I've run it over 3 or 4 times, I've dropped it in water, covered it in blood, I've hung it by its handle a few times. It hasn't really gone wrong for me, apart from I've pulled the wires out of the handle, which is not really the fault of the lamp, it's more what I've done to it. This has got a very dim red, wide red beam, because all I'm using it for is for spotting. Okay, so I drive along like that with the lamp going. As soon as I see a rabbit, let's say 90 yards away, turn the lamp off, drive another 30 yards closer to the rabbit, chuck the lamp down like that, stop the quad, there's a foot brake on here, put your foot on there, and this is the important bit. I've got my 2 elbows on the handlebars and the rifle rested like that. So you're very, very steady as you do it. What you don't want to do when you're night shooting on your own is get yourself into a situation where you can't get steady. I mean, you see people leaning on car windows like this. You're wasting your time. You've got to be able to build up a good position. And I like this because, I'm steady like that. I can get my hands anywhere in here, get nice and steady and shoot the rabbit. You can also, if you're going down orchards, which we might do a little bit of tonight, you can lean forward and get your elbow on there and get a rest like that. So you can shoot pretty much 360 degrees, which if you want to shoot a lot of rabbits and do a proper job for a farmer, you kind of got to have that kind of setup. Okay, I've got a CZ22 here, just basic. I've got synthetic stock because as you can see, mine's been through the wars, especially if you look at that bit there. It's been bounced out, it's been run over a couple of times, and it's still going, still shoots nice and true. I've got Pulsar N55 DigiSight here, which hopefully you're going to be looking through this evening. I rate the scopes very, very highly actually. For 1,000 quid you're well away. I think they're a bit cheaper now than when I bought them. They've got an illuminator which is, I think if you got the money, I'd go for a laser lux one, and then you're really amplifying the power of what you can do with your scope. And I've just got a basic, moderator on it. There's nothing fancy about it. I just practice with it a few times and that's why we get the results.
So with quad, night sight, rifle and light all working, we head off to see what rabbit life is left around this particular farm, which Mark has already hit hard. Tonight, he's mopping up, not wiping out. We've plugged a camera into the night vision so we can pick up some of the action. Mark uses a red beam to spot, then drops the light and fires up the night vision. For just a little potter around a few fields and an orchard, we don't do too badly. And if nothing else, he has film evidence to confirm to the farmer he's doing a good job. All that's left is to make sure the quad is returned as clean as it was found.